UiPath is a software company that uses artificial intelligence to help businesses automate repetitive tasks. In this video, I'm going to walk you through everything you need to know about that company. Here is the video format. First, I will explain what UiPath does, when it was founded, and give you a general overview of the company. Then I will cover their main products, who's using them, and some real-world use cases. And finally, I will talk about their business model and financial performance. UiPath is best known for its work in robotic process automation, or in short, RPA. That basically means they build software robots that can handle repetitive computer tasks. We're talking about things like filling out online forms, copying data from one system to another, tasks that would normally eat up a lot of time if done by a person. The company was originally founded in 2005. It started in Bucharest, Romania, and later moved their headquarters to New York. One of the things that makes UiPath stand out is how accessible their tools are. You don't have to be a programmer to use them. Their platform is built to be a low code, meaning you can automate tasks by dragging and dropping blocks, recording actions, or using templates. But they also offer advanced tools for developers who want more customizations. Their platform is built around three key parts: Studio, where you design the automation workflow; Robots, which actually perform the tasks; and Orchestrator, which is a dashboard that helps companies manage and monitor all their bots. Over time, UiPath has added more AI capabilities like document understanding, computer vision, and more recently, what they call agentic AI, which refers to bots that can make smarter independent decisions with the help of large language models. UiPath went public in April 2021 and trades under the New York Stock Exchange. Today, they serve thousands of companies across industries like healthcare, finance, insurance, and manufacturing. For example, Omega Healthcare uses UiPath to automate medical billing and document management, saving them roughly 15,000 employee hours every month. Now let's talk about their products and the use cases. UiPath offers a broad set of tools aimed at automating digital tasks, from the basics to the complex. These tools are used in all kinds of industries, as mentioned before. At the core of their platform is Studio, where users create automation workflows. There are a few different versions of Studio depending on your experience level. There is Studio X, which is made for non-technical users. There is Studio, which is suited more to developers. And there is the Studio Web, which lets you build workflows directly in your browser. Once a workflow is created, it's carried out by UiPath robots. This comes in two types: attended robots, which work alongside humans and respond to user action, or unattended robots, which run entirely on their own in the background. These robots can take care of all sorts of jobs, like onboarding new employees, transferring data between platforms, processing invoices, or updating databases. To manage everything, UiPath offers Orchestrator, which is a centralized platform for deploying, scheduling, and monitoring automations. For companies that want cloud-based options, there is also UiPath Automation Cloud, which provides the same features in a hosted environment. UiPath has also invested heavily in AI. Their AI Center lets companies add machine learning models to workflows useful for reading documents, understanding text, or making predictions. Clipboard AI, which is another product of UiPath, helps with automating tasks that involve in copy and paste. A good example of their AI tools in action is document understanding. It uses machine learning to extract data from documents, like invoices or patient records, something that is especially helpful in healthcare, where billing documents needed to be processed quickly and accurately. To figure out where automation can be most effective, UiPath offers tools like process mining and task captures, which analyze workflows and highlight repetitive steps that are good candidates for automation. So, for example, new prospects that want to interact with UiPath can have their business mapped and understand where they have repetitive tasks that they can automate. For workflows that still need human involvement, there's the Action Center. It allows people to step in when decisions are required, like approving a transactions or handling expectations. Now that we've understand what are their products, Let's try and figure out how much they charge for them. For individuals or very small teams, there is the Community Edition, which is completely free. It includes basic tools like Studio, Orchestrator, and a couple of robots, perfect for learning or light testing, but not for full-scale business use. For small businesses, there's the Pro plan, also called the Automation Developer Package. It costs around $420 per month and give you access to Studio, one attended robot, the Action Center, and some basic orchestrator features. If you need more advanced automation, specifically bots that run tasks automatically without human input, you will need the unattended automation package, which costs approximately $1,300 per month. Larger companies usually go with custom enterprise plans. The price of it can vary a lot, but a typical contract may start from somewhere around $80,000. So now that we know how much they charge for each product, let's see what are some recent developments that it's important for us to know about this company. In March 2025, they acquired Peak AI, which is a UK-based company that builds AI tools for pricing and inventory management. This move strengthened UiPath's position in retail and manufacturing by adding smarter AI-powered decision-making to their platform. Then in May, they introduced a new direction for the company, agentic automation. This goes beyond traditional bots and moves towards AI agents that can act more independently, work with humans, and handle complex multi-step processes. They launched new tools like Maestro, which is a command center for managing these AI agents, and they launched Agent Builder, which lets user create custom bots. Also, it's important to mention that they have some connections with Microsoft Copilot Studio, and now their platform can integrate with Copilot Studio. So now let's wrap up with a quick look at their financial results. UiPath brought in $350 million in revenue for the first quarter of 2025, which is a 6% increase compared to last year. This is not an explosive growth, but steady and slightly better than what analysts expected. They also generated $79 million in free cash flow this quarter, which equals to about 22% of their margin. And their balance sheet looks quite solid with over $1.9 billion in cash on hand with no long-term debt. Their gross margin is about 80%, which is also pretty solid. It seems like they invest heavily in R&D, about 25% of the revenue, which tells us they're serious about innovation, especially in AI agents. Lastly, their customer base continued to expand. Now they have over 10,000 customers worldwide, including about 2,000 customers that each one of them generates about $100,000 of recurring revenue, which is up about 15% compared to last year. Also, it's important to consider that earlier in 2025, UiPath gave a cautious revenue forecast, basically saying that the revenue might decrease in the near future. Alright, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video and I will see you in the next one.